I was sitting in the bank today and the teller began to tell me how she could not afford a home. She said she's paying $750 a month for rent and she can barely afford that. And it got me to thinking, first of all, it made me realize how blessed my family and I truly are. And it also got me to thinking how many other people are in the situation to where they just cannot afford a home in today's economy. So that's what today's conversation is about, not being able to afford a home in 2024. Now, I read an article and I have it pulled up here on my phone, so I'm going to be reading as I scroll through. But it says half of aspiring home buyers can't afford a down payment, and the number one reason why isn't student loans. This article was written just a few days ago, February 27th of 2024. It says when asked why they couldn't afford the upfront cost for a home, the reasons most commonly listed by survey recipients were income isn't high enough. That's 54% of Americans saying income is not high enough to purchase a home. Cost of living is too high. That's 51% of Americans. 18% said credit card debt. 15% said family and friends can't help. And 10% said student loan debt. Only 13% of potential home buyers agreed with the statement, "Nothing is holding me back." So what do we do as a people, as an economy in 2024 with the world being the way it is? First of all, I want to empathize because I truly understand what it's like to not be able to afford things, affording rent and things like that. I did not come from a family of wealth. The things that I'm learning about money and money management and real estate, I'm learning as I grow up, as I become an adult. I am an adult as I continue to grow. My husband and I don't like to say we're grown because we never stop growing. So as I've entered into adulthood and now in my mid-30s, it's just something that I'm learning bits and pieces about life. So my personal opinion is it all starts with money management. The world is extremely high. Long gone are the days where we should be financing the $600 car payment, $700 car payment. To me, that does not make sense in today's day and age. You know, those high-end cars, I personally do not feel like they're necessary. What I've learned about cars is that they are a depreciating asset. Literally, as soon as you drive off of the car lot, the home starts to depreciate in value. So again, long gone are those days where I feel we should be financing those $600 and $700 car payments. So when I'm talking about money management, it all goes back to a video that I did recently about getting out of debt. I cannot stress it enough. My husband and I's life changed so much for the better once we made the decision to get out of debt. When you are not making debt payments to credit cards or student loans or car payments, you have so much more money than you realize. And that's where you begin to save money for a down payment for a house, or to buy a house cash. You buy your car cash. So if you did not check out that video, be sure to go through my channel and find the video that says how we got out of debt in 13 months. We paid off $65,000 of debt in 13 months. Another thing that I recommend, and that again I empathize with because I have been there, is not living above our means. We cannot live above our means in today's day and age. You are setting yourself up for poverty living above your means. It is just not wise. If you don't have money to go out, if you don't have a budget to go out, sit at home and eat noodles, eat rice and beans, beans and rice, as Dave Ramsey would say. Do not live above your means in today's day and age. I truly believe you are setting yourself up for poverty if you do that. Now, back to the article, it says the number one reason of not being able to afford a down payment, it says income isn't high enough. I can agree with that. Income is one of those things that it's a very touchy subject in today's day and age. And we live in a day and age to where you might have to consider getting a second job temporarily to be able to put yourself in a better financial situation. I heard someone say that the new broke is only having one stream of income. So we live in a day and age where you can easily jump in an Uber, jump in a Lyft, work at a fast food restaurant, do whatever you need to do to get some extra income into your house. And you have to remember that it's temporary. Remember, it's temporary. This is a temporary inconvenience. Yes, you're going to be tired. You're going to be worn out, most likely, depending on your lifestyle. But that may be something you consider with getting more income into the house. Or consider finding a better job, maybe interning somewhere to where you can get your foot in the door at a company that's going to offer more positions to give you a raise. You can start a business. I know starting a business requires money, but again, I heard someone say the new broke is having one stream of income. So we have to figure out ways to get more income into our households. Cost of living is too high. I agree. It is an expensive world. I can't stress it enough. The world is expensive. So consider staying at home, buying those groceries, and cooking your food. I think one thing that we as a people spend a lot of money on is dining out and entertainment. And you do need those experiences sometime, but they should be limited and controlled. So I personally agree. Cost of living is high. I can't do anything about it. And I personally do not think the world is going to get less expensive. So again, we have to find ways to get more income into our households. Some people are single. Some people may have been laid off. Like I said, I empathize. I understand. I was raised by a single mother, and I watched her work and work and work to take care of my sister and I understand. I have been there, and I can empathize because when I lived in Hickory, North Carolina, things were really bad. A lot of people don't know this. You know, they see the Whitney now, selling real estate. I was in the military. I'm married. My family and I are truly very blessed, but you did not see the struggle. I remember having to go stand in those lines at the, I don't even remember where it was, but at a place to where they would pay your mortgage for you. I had to collect food boxes. Many people will hear the story about me only having 2 eggs to eat in my home, and it's true. My brother, my cousin brother, my guy, AD, Anthony Brown, he came in there and said, "What's going on?" And I told him, "Hey man, this is all I have to eat." He took me to get groceries. You know, so people don't know those stories to where I was about to lose my car. I was about to get evicted. And this is why I decided to go to the military. So never judge someone's story that you see, because you don't know the hell and high water that that person may have had to go through to get to where they are. So again, I'm saying all that to say that I empathize and I understand what people are going through, because I have been there. I have lived it, and it can be a very painful thing. But again, I'm here to encourage you and tell you that you can do it, and let's find ways to get more money into our households. Now is not the time to where we can be lazy and just sit back and expect things to come to us. We have to go out there and get it. And like I said, it's going to involve some temporary pain, some temporary inconvenience, some temporary uncomfort. But if you do it, it will be worth it. And again, for me, I will always preach and push Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps. I've even heard people say the baby steps are not for black people. I agree. They are for people. It's basic money management. And if you are a Christian believer like myself, it gives you biblical things when it comes to managing your money. So in 2024, let's get out of debt. Let's manage our money properly. Do not go house poor purchasing a home just because you feel like you want to purchase a home right now. I am not a realtor who's going to tell you buy now. I will tell you buy when you're ready. Do not go house poor. Home ownership is not for the weak. You need to have emergency funds for roofs, HVACs, leaks, any problems in the house, you need to have an emergency fund for. And if you don't have enough money for a down payment, or you're barely scraping by for your rent or mortgage, whatever you have right now, then maybe you need to reconsider buying a home. So again, this doesn't have too much to do with real estate today. It's more of an empathy video and encouraging you that you can do it, find ways to make more money, get out of debt, and let's take what's ours. All right, if you found this video valuable or helpful, please go ahead and hit subscribe and join this real estate journey. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.